Hi guys, it's time for the end of February update on my temperature blanket. I'm going to try to make this quick this time. First of all, let me say my greatest challenge was being sick for a few days and getting caught up. By being sick and then having to play a day of catch up, somehow I end up getting to the thing where I let myself slide and I end up being 2 or 3 days behind the following week. And the following week, and I was like, nope, I gotta stick with it. So March, I'm hoping that I can get back on track to working on it every day, and that way I won't have as much to do with playing catch up. The other thing that I found out is that I was able to pop a little bit of a totally different color in February, only for 2 days, but it's still something. When the weather got to 40 degrees, I was able to use green, which you'll see in the blanket, and it kind of just gives it a little pop for February, which I thought was nice. I'm again doing a white border in between the months, so you'll actually be able to see how January compared to February. And the whole width from one border to the next will be 14 inches wide. I just wanted to say that before I held up the blanket. So here it is, guys. After 2 months, this is what I got. I'm really, like I said, liking the white border, or the white border down here, showing the difference between the months. And again, from white border to white border is 14 inches. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. And as you can see, it's really kind of coming along. I didn't use as much gray as I did in January. It's going to be really interesting to see the gray kind of fade away, hopefully in the next month or two where I live. And spring is supposedly around the corner. So it'll be really nice to see how March changes up and what colors become more predominant. I anticipate a little more purple. I anticipate I'm still going to get a lot of like 30-degree weather. I'm not sure about 40s, but I think I'm going to have a lot of blue and purple compared to having a lot of the gray. That's my prediction. But I can't wait to share with you guys the end of March so you can actually see what happens. And make sure you join the group. The link is in the description. And share your progress as you go along with asking any questions of anybody that could help you depending on what method you are using. I think this is a really fun project, and if you haven't started one yet, either take this time or the rest of this year to stock up on your yarn that you want to use, to gain information so you're ready to go, or start one. Start one in March and go to next March. There's no set time you have to start. You could start on your birthday this year and go to your birthday next year. Whatever you choose. So don't feel like just because it's going into March, you can't start a temperature blanket. And again, it's representing a year in your life, and that's all it means. So you can choose when you want to do it. And that's why I think it's great. So if you haven't started a project like this yet, I hope you do. And again, just play around with the stitches you want to use, the method of whether it's crochet, loom knit, or knitting, and go from there. Do up swatches. They will be your friend, so you can determine if you're doing it in enough, or which way you're doing it, how big your blanket might be. You'll be able to kind of have a swatch and be like, okay, is this going to be too big or not? So make sure you utilize swatches to your advantage in terms of what stitches you want to do and how much length you actually want for your blanket. But again, I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and I cannot wait to share with you the end of March's update. So, have a great day, everyone.